So this is the space colony Ark. I have to locate the central control room that Shadow mentioned before he left.
Hi! 04 back finally from her long old hiatus. It's been a few months, and I'm sorry guys, but I do have a bit of a life that I have to take care of on this end in order to afford computer stuff, food, water, gas, all that good stuff. I kind of have to pay my dues, and in order to do that I've got 2 jobs, so I'm probably going to get a whole lot busier. So I'm going to take the next couple of days to catch up with everything and decide whether or not I want to continue with the Let's Plays. Anyway, so in the meantime you can listen to me rage about this whole entire stage, and if you want to know why, just listen to my voice. I hate this particular stage because, well, first off, for the first half you don't get any upgrades until later on, and it's the upgrade you most desperately need throughout the whole entire game, and it concerns to both Eggman and Tails. It's called the jet engine. It is called the jet engine. Why do you need it? Because you need to be able to float around and jump around and pretty much defy the laws of physics. Although technically it's not really defying the laws of physics. Depending on the strength of the jet engine, I suppose, it's not really defying the laws of physics. Anyway, what the jet engine does is it lets you hover around for a couple of seconds, depending on how high you are, and it makes you drop after a while. It doesn't run out of fuel. You don't have to do anything with it. You just have it. It's like any other Sonic upgrade. But what makes it so special is that you use it everywhere, and even when the game doesn't think that you're supposed to use it, you still need to use it. And it saves you from a lot of tough spots, especially in the Sand Runes stage from a couple episodes ago. It's a lot of fun to use, especially the space stages, which we will get into later, and I will rage even harder because it's the only fun thing about those space stages. So what makes me pissed off about this stage besides that? Well, it's the robots over here that like to ambush you, and sometimes if you're just kind of floating, especially in this particular area, if you aren't careful, a robot will basically just come fly at you and just crash right into you, and it's no fun. I've learned a long time ago to look both ways before crossing the catway, as my mom would put it. So why else do I hate this stage? The robots ambush you in the dark, and I guess it's supposed to be kind of scary, but then they start beeping lights and all that, and you have your little laser pointer to point out, oh, there's a robot over here, you need to kill it. And it lights up the whole area, and you're safe, if only for a moment. That's the other thing that kind of pisses me off about this stage, is the fact that in order for the lights to go on, you have to destroy robots. And honestly, I think it was just the architect or the electrician or whoever getting really mad at the fact that they didn't have a PhD, or these people were getting paid billions of dollars just to mess around in their space station and create the ultimate life form, but still, he couldn't have possibly known what they were doing because it's kind of a secret agent kind of bullshit. Anyway, so he got really pissed off with them and said, you know what, the only way you guys are going to be able to turn on your lights is if you destroy robots. Which must have been kind of sad for all the scientists, especially it would make work kind of backwards. 1 step forward, 2 steps back, because you had to kill the robots just to see what you were doing. This is actually probably because it's been 50 years, I already understand that, but still, I mean, how is it that the lights get so faulty that in order for them to turn on again, you have to destroy robots? It just doesn't make any sense, and I guess this is kind of something that I'm not supposed to be complaining about, but I'm going to complain about it anyway because it's really silly. Anyway, so, the stage is about to end. I have another maybe 20 seconds or so before I gotta get off and the new thing starts. So,
now you know why I am the best.
Now you know why I am the best. Sorry, that's probably really off. Anyway, so I'm gonna let you enjoy this cutscene. See you later.
I've been waiting for you, Doctor. Now, I will show the glorious achievement of what the world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created. The Ark was the first space colony created by mankind. Not many people know that the Ark contained a top-secret research facility where weapons of mass destruction were being created. This is one of them, a weapon capable of destroying an entire planet, codenamed the Eclipse Cannon.
Destroying an entire planet? Was this my grandfather's legacy?
But it's been deactivated for some time now. To reactivate it, large amounts of energy are necessary.
Oh, so that's why we needed the Chaos Emerald.
Exactly. To reactivate the machine, we need the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once you have that, then you have the ultimate power of destruction to use as you please. And then, the world could be yours.
Sounds like a plan. I like the way you think, Shadow. I will get the Chaos Emeralds, use the machine to dominate the world and build a legacy of my own.
Do you really think it will be that easy? I've got a great idea. How about making a deal?
A deal?
When you grabbed that huge emerald, you said something about a reaction. A reaction that it may have with the Master Emerald. Now, if you could just let me borrow that radar, I may be able to help you. What do you think?
If I do, what's in it for me?
I have an idea where the other Chaos Emeralds may be. I may not look like it, but do you know that I am a treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds of jewels?
Very well.
Okay then, it's a deal. I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Rouge the Bat, but you can call me Rouge.
Having to come back isn't my idea of a vacation. How can you be sure your intelligence reports are correct? Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island? Are you absolutely sure?
Well, believe what you want to believe.
Very well, very well. Let's discuss how we are going to do this. I will go in first and distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected. Then, Shadow will enter the armory, where he will set the timer on these dynamite packs. Once that is in place, we will blow up the whole island and get away before anyone has a chance to know what hit them. Meanwhile, you'll have to sneak into the cargo area and grab the Chaos Emerald. That's a challenge for such a worthy treasure hunter as yourself, isn't it, that girl? We only have 30 minutes to pull this mission off, and we only get one try, so don't fail me.
Sorry about that, you guys. I did not think that it would be quite that long. I don't like to talk through the cutscenes. If you hadn't noticed, I don't like to talk through the cutscenes mostly because it's annoying. I hate it when other Let's Players try to do that because it's like the idiot in the movie theater that won't shut up. I think that some people are meant to be LPers, others just aren't. And when I decide that you're just not meant to be an LPer is when you decide to speak through the cutscenes. Why? Because I'm watching the Let's Play for the sole reason of deciding whether or not I think it's worth playing through. Whether I believe that it's worth the $10 to $60 that it may or may not be, depending on how old it is. I want to decide if the plot is swallowable. I want to decide if it's something that I believe I can play and not relatively rage every 2 seconds. If it's not too hard, and if, you know, it's worth however much money I gotta fork over just to play it. And whatever else I may need to do to my systems, like update them or whatever, in order to play them. Now, no! Oh no, Eggman! Oh wait, yeah, it is Eggman. Sorry, I have to restart. I forgot that I died a bunch of times in this silly thing. Eggman's fairly resilient, isn't he? It's kind of funny, Eggman has, like, he's very flexible as a character, and it's pretty much the same guy throughout the whole time, and yet he's totally different through each, go through. Like in, Sad AM, I don't know if you guys have heard him, he just kind of dies, and he's like nightmare fuel, awesome. He really is very cool. But then he just kind of goes away. I don't remember if he just ran away or if he died or whatever. I haven't watched the whole series in a long time. Then, of course, there's the comic books. You guys have to read the comic books. It's at the very beginning. I don't really care for the very beginning, mostly because it's very Sad AM / Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And Sad AM's a lot of fun, but Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is kind of blah. It's very much more geared towards children, and it's a very Bugs Bunny-ish kind of thing. It really is, and I don't really care for it. It's not totally Sonic the Hedgehog that I know and I grew up with, which was the second generation Sonic the Hedgehog. And yep, Eggman at his best. So resilient, he just won't quit. Anyway, but like I said, in the comic book Eggman, as he grows up, he dies and he comes back, and then he's a robot, and then he's back alive again, and he's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden he goes insane. Oh my god, he just totally breaks down, and it's a lot of fun. I'm sorry for the spoilers, by the way. In any case, at least try to read through most of the issues with Sonic the Hedgehog, because it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of the plot that we all wish that Sonic the Hedgehog would go back to. And most of the games, I kind of wish that they would introduce a comic book game rather than just kind of Sonic the Hedgehog with all his friends and all that good stuff. Or, as it stands lately, Sonic the Hedgehog by himself as of late. And I guess it's all well and good that they're trying to go back to their roots, but I think if they tried it out with a comic book version of some of the games, I think they might even make even more money. I don't know, because a lot of the people were actually very upset that the characters from the comic books weren't in the games at all. And honestly, I am a little bit upset too, because some of those people in the video games are actually a lot of fun. Scourge, for instance, you probably don't know who Scourge is. He's the anti-Sonic, and it's really fun. And I guess Metal Sonic serves as the anti-Sonic in this particular thing, and he's in the comic books as well. So there's all kinds of different Sonics all over the place, and they're running around. And so for some odd reason, I'm still able to keep track of all of them. And it's so much fun, and I love all those characters, so I have to wonder and think, maybe if they did introduce some of the characters from the comic book, a lot of the characters would still be far more recognizable, and it would be a lot more fun to play around with, and it would be a lot more fun to have Sonic in less of the game, as it was with Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, and in Sonic Heroes. That said, I really don't like Sonic Heroes. It's just the whole game. It's not even the game, it's just the plot that makes me cringe. I'll probably do a Let's Play at some point about it, but later. In the meantime, I do have a little bit of a concern that I like to address. I wonder what is the whole deal with a lot of the video game fans of Sonic the Hedgehog, and their deal with Sally, Princess Sally Acorn. I don't know what everyone's problem is with her. It's just all throughout the fanfic verse that for some reason a lot of the people that don't write fanfiction specifically about the comic, they get really upset about her. I don't know what their issue is. I don't know why they hate her so much. I don't know. It's just, I'll complain about it in the next episode, because this is about to end in another 20 seconds or so. But I'll rant about it next time. Aww.
That wasn't so difficult.
I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'll try to do better next time. Anyway, hopefully I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.